Yeah, welcome everyone, and I hope you're doing very well. This class is meant to be a follow up to a live session I had with my students in either P1 to as entrepreneurship development, and the course is on technopreneurship. So, in this particular class, we'll be looking at the use of social media for entrepreneurial marketing. So, how do you make use of social media in order to grow your entrepreneurial marketing? Whether you have decided you want to grow a brand, or you want to improve on the things you do, or you want to grow influence, or you want to increase the number of attention you get in terms of your product or in terms of your service. So, how do you engage and make use of social media in order to achieve this? So, we discussed a lot of things in the physical class, but just as a means to ensure that students get more knowledge, and then they improve better, and they can just improve on the things that they do. So, this is also left to the general public, so you can also learn one or two things from the things that are being shared. So, my name is Dr. Abiodun Mustapha, lecturer of computing in Anchor University, Lagos. And this is actually meant to be used to really encourage those who want to use social media more productively and not just end up as consumers, but you want to be one who is able to grow, who is able to improve, who is able to ensure that you grow and have real value with the use of social media. Most people see social media as, oh, I come, I scroll my phone, I send posts, oh, I comment, I react, oh, you laugh and do all of those things. But at the end of the day, think about it. How much comes to your pocket after the laugh? What advantage you get at the end of scrolling and commenting and doing all of those things? So you can really make use of that platform or those platforms to be able to improve your entrepreneurial marketing. All right, now why social media? Why should you really be on social media? With about 8.2 billion people existing in the world today, there are 5 billion active users worldwide, which means we have over 5 billion people actively living online. In the past, we used to say, oh, people go online. People no longer go online. People now live online. And if for people who have like ideas, who have entrepreneurial craft that you do, product or services, online is no longer an option. It is now a necessity, which means the ability to be able to grow your brand, to improve yourself, and then to be able to do so well becomes very, very essential. Also, social media is cost effective. It helps startups to be able to carry out cost effective marketing. Instead of having to get to the point where, imagine if you need to reach 100,000 people with flyers or billboard in 30 cities across the world. Think of how much you would have to spend just to be able to get them to buy your product. But with online, with just minimal budget, you can actually reach hundreds of thousands and millions of people without really leaving your room, without leaving your office. Also, you need social media to build brand awareness, trust, and you are also able to engage people online live. Most of people with billboards, do you really get engagement? Are you really sure of the people who see your billboards? Are you sure of the people who get your flyers? Are they able to even react to you? But you want to grow awareness, you want to grow trust, you want to grow engagement, you need to make use of social media. And that's why this is very essential for those who want to really do well in the social media space. Also, you are able to get direct customer feedback. You are able to get your customers responding to you, telling you how your product did, reaching out to you instantly, and doing all of those things. I have two examples. There is this organization called Cafe 24. Cafe 24, they are into they sell food and all of that. Without having to go out to do physical marketing or traditional marketing, they made use of Instagram. They grew from 0 to 10,000 followers in the space of 3 months. Imagine what they will need to do and how much they will need to spend if there was no platform like Instagram. In 3 months, they would not have been able to reach 10,000 people. Also, there's this particular organization called NairaBox. They were able to build brand awareness through Twitter conversation. NairaBox is a platform for those who want to really pay for their cinema platforms, and then you want to watch a cinema movie, you can actually make use of NairaBox to be able to make your payment. Now, there was this event that took place, I think, about 2 years ago, of the story of Mommy Z. You know, Mommy Z, she just came up one day. She had been sharing online and all of that. She grew some number of attention. And one day she woke up on Twitter and said, I have always been too lazy to wake up and get his lunch ready. That's talking about her husband now. But the day he told me a colleague brought 2 spoons, so he will eat with her, was the day I set my alarm for 4:50 a.m. Now, this particular post looked like, oh, ordinarily, okay, you used to cook. Is it not your husband you are doing all these things for? And then she posted on Twitter that day, and some people came, some people came, they bashed her. They were trying to say, okay, how can you be waking up to do this? How can you be this? And they were making her feel like, oh, she was an husband rapper and all of that. And just because of this post she made, people started sending money to her. You see this one sending 100,000, sending 50,000, sending all of that. She got to the point, like you can see here, Infinix actually gave two phones to her, one for her and one for her husband. Infinix Hot 40, that was her product. Another person also reached out. Good day, good day, Mommy Z, Debbie OA. I'm giving out this 3-bedroom bungalow to you and your husband. You're a good woman and you deserve everything coming for you. She got that. And this woman trended to the point that she even became a brand influencer. She became a brand ambassador for different brands, and she built a wealth just by a single Twitter post. Just by not Twitter post, we call it tweet, just by a single tweet. And she became a millionaire from somebody living in a single room that was managing with her husband, who was a school teacher. Now, the same thing, if you remember the story of Dr. H2O, the guy that was hawking water, and the guy was marketing Aquafina water, was talking about all of the things, speaking a lot of amazing English, intelligent things. And people called Aquafina, they called Pepsi, to be able to take notice of this guy. They called Pepsi. Pepsi was the one creating Aquafina. And they took attention of this guy, invited this guy, served him a lunch, and the guy became an ambassador, a brand ambassador, and they opened this store for him worth millions of naira. And the guy became an amazing business guy just by the use of social media. The question is, you have been using social media for a very long time, but what has improved? What have you grown? What goal have you achieved by the use of social media? Though eventually, I think the guy squandered the money, didn't do well in business, and started requesting for a second chance. Now, that's just to tell you that social media has the ability to change anybody's life if only you are able to use it. Now, think about your craft, your marketing. I was sharing in the physical class that a lot of people, they are so good, they are so talented, they can sing so well, that the only place they can sing so well is in their bathroom. And the people who are applauding their craft are only their family members. Why not take it out to the people who can appreciate and they can promote you? Now, what do you have to do when you go on social media? You need to know your audience. Don't just say, oh, I want to wake up and post today. You need to know the people you want to read. You need to travel into their minds. You need to be in between their ears and know what they're thinking about. And whenever you want to share something on social media, you want to post on social media, you are thinking of communicating your product and service, the things you need to ask is, number one, who are the people you're communicating to? What's their age? What's their gender? What's their location? Where are they? Are they on Instagram? Are they on TikTok? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Twitter? Are they on LinkedIn? You need to know the platform they are in. You do not choose your platform because you love the platform. You choose the platform based on the people you want to communicate with. And what do they need? What do they really need? What do they really want? What are the things they want to consume? What are the things they want to learn? What's the place they are going? And what are their pain points? You need to communicate with them based on their pain points. What's the things that they feel pain, that they need you to provide an healing, that they need you to provide a kind of balm? If you just communicate to them and you're posting, and you're not reaching out to the people based on what they really need or they really want, you would end up not getting the kind of response that you need. And that's why people build an audience persona. So you just take an example of somebody who looks like the kind of person you want to pass the message to. So you call the person's name, for example, Debbie. How old is Debbie? Debbie's 23 years old. Oh, Debbie's a final year student. Debbie loves fashion. She follows lifestyle influencers and she wants to start a thrift store. So you just Based on that interest of that particular individual is how you then communicate to them. For instance, you can't be communicating to young ladies with a language that young men understand. You use the language that those kinds of people really love. And that's why you need to do a research. You start by understanding. You do a research before you post. You research the trend in the industry. What's the thing really trending right now? Okay, what's the competitor strategy? What are they doing so well that is making them succeed? And what are successful campaigns that have been used in your niche? Okay, now what are certain tools you can use for research? You can use Google Trends. Just go on Google Trends, type on a particular topic. It shows you how well that topic is doing, how well it has trended, the period of time it has trended, and whether it's trending today. Boss Sumo is also one tool you can use. Meta Hard Library, and also social mention. These are research tools that you can use in order to improve your business. Now, doing a platform breakdown, you do not just choose a particular platform because they exist. You do not just choose a particular platform because you just like them. You choose certain platform based on the craft and the things that you're doing. For example, if you are doing things that have to do with visual content, or you want to grow as an influencer and all of that, maybe you're in the fashion industry, or you want to do skits, you choose Instagram. If you're someone that wants to um, do things that has to do with storytelling, tutorial, and you want to create short videos, viral videos, you use TikTok. If you're someone who is in tech, or you want to say things that are something that is currently hot and you want it to go viral quickly, and you trend, you want to be in the thought leadership space, you make use of Twitter. But if you're somebody who wants to do, maybe you're involved in maybe freelance, or you provide some sort of service, and you are providing this service for professionals or businesses or top individuals, you make use of LinkedIn. But for people who are local businesses, or maybe markets for mom, or you want to educate people, and you are looking for, you want to create communities, or you want to host events, you make use of Facebook. So you do not just choose platforms because you think that you should use the platforms. You choose platform based on the industry that you are in. Content strategy essentials. Your content has to be valuable. It should solve problem, has to be consistent. You should build trust. It has to be engaging. Maybe you want to start a conversation, and it needs to align with your goal. You don't just create content because, oh, I love this content, let me just share it. What's the value? All right? You don't just show up today and not show up again. You show up consistently and you show up strong. You have to create some sort of engagement, create content that would allow your people, that will allow the people who show up there, they would react, they will comment, they will ask questions, they would even say, oh, please, when will the part 2 of these things come? Oh, we really love your content. We want to really do this again. You create those kind of contents, and you need to have a goal at the back of your mind. Maybe you want people to register for an event. Maybe you want people to click and then join your email list. Maybe you want people to buy a particular material. Maybe you want people to click and go to your online store. Maybe you want people to buy your book. You need to have a goal at the back of your mind. Even if you're creating engaging content and you are making it look really nice, you must always think about the goal at the end of your mind, which means by the time they are done reading, what action do you want the readers or those who are watching or the audience to take? Now, what are different types of content? You can see behind the scene. If you looked at the promotion Funke Akindele did for Everybody Loves Jennifer, she was showing behind the scene things that were happening, how they were going there, how they were playing, how sometimes there were certain things happening, and people were like, oh wow, that's amazing, she really did a lot of work, how they went there and maybe they did a fire scene, all of those things behind the scene. And she created a lot of content, and she was able to gross billions in the large screen in cinema. And then we have educational posts. Maybe you want to educate people. You want to tell people 5 things that can help you live 5 years longer than you're thinking about. Number 1, you talk about this. Number 2, you talk about this. And you see some of them even saying, number 5 is very important. It's really going to shock you. You have not heard this before. It's just a strategy to educate you. See what is doing with creating content, educating people about their health and all of that. Educational content. Number 3, you can have tips and tutorials. can have tips, you can have tutorials, you can create some sort of like what I'm doing right now. I'm giving you a sort of tutorial in order to help you become an amazing social media personality. We can have customer testimonials. You told your, maybe somebody use your product and you say, oh, please shoot a 5 minutes video. I would like you to share about how you experience work with my product or with my service. And then you posted that and people saw it and say, oh, amazing. Share the link again. Those are different types of content. You can also see different challenge giveaways. Also, you see people say, if you are following me, the next 10 people who choose to follow me, you can drop your account number. You see people just engaging on the post. It's increasing the number of people that can view that post. Why? Because they are able to gain attention by just doing some sort of giveaways. Now, this is actually something I got from WhatStream. It talks about social media marketing platforms. Now, for people between the ages of 25 and 34, that's the boomers, what are the kind of content you share on Facebook? Photos and link, information, live videos, the strategy you make use of, you do some sort of local marketing, social media advertising, you try to create some sort of relationship with the people that you do. What's the disadvantage of using Facebook? There's a weak organic reach. So you cannot really grow organic reach faster with Facebook. You're looking at YouTube, for example, people between the ages of 18 and 25, 26 and 35. What are the kind of videos and content you create? How to do this? How to see lots of videos? How to grow? How to fix your laptop when it's faulty? How to make use of a phone stand? How to do this? How to videos, webinars also, just like I'm doing on this YouTube. Explainers. You want to explain things. You want to expand on things. You want to create knowledge. You make use of YouTube. What are the strategies? Organic, SEO, and advertising. And what are the things? Video is resource heavy. For videos, you need to have very strong videos. You need to have high quality videos. You need to, when you're uploading, like for example, you're creating videos of high quality, it takes about very high space, yet you need to be patient to push it out there. Instagram, majorly for millennials, people between the ages of 18 and 24, 25 and 34, you can create inspirational and things that have to do with adventure. Like people who create vlog. Oh, what I did today, unboxing this, doing all of those things. And you can also ask questions, create polls also on Instagram. Strategies, e-commerce, majorly, you see someone say, oh, you want to buy this product. We are right now, for the next 24 hours, we're creating a discount. You see people rush to the store and all of that. And then for organic, you want to be an influencer. You appear like an influencer and all of that. Then the disadvantage is that the cost for ad seem to be very high. For Twitter, now X, majorly for educated people, wealthy people, and people between the ages of 25 and 49. When you want to reach out to such people, what kind of content should you really create on Twitter, on X? News, discussions, you want to create some sort of humor, those kind of things. Those are the kind of things people are looking out for. Strategy, you use it for customer service, and then when you want to target the male folk, you can actually run ads on X. Also, small ad audience. Majorly, most people engage more in the activities and then the things that happen there. For LinkedIn, majorly for professionals, and then for people between the ages of 46 and 55, the kind of content, long form content, and then core value content. Like if you can do well with real writing, you can really write, and then you can create intellectual content, you can make use of LinkedIn. Then majorly for B2B businesses, for business to business interaction, organic conversations, and also for international connections. You make use of LinkedIn also for international connections. What are the disadvantages? Ad reporting and custom audience. Those are part of the things that you would find. And then for TikTok, majorly 60% of female, 60% of the females who are online, you'll find them on TikTok. Majorly, you want to reach out to people between the ages of 10 and 19. Majorly, the kind of content there is entertainment content, humor, and then challenges. Remember when, I think it was Brain Jota did this viral something on this song, Go, 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 It just went so viral on TikTok, and people were sharing, people were involved, people were doing all of those things. And the strategy is used for influential marketing, and you want to create series content, like one series, part one, part two, part three, part four. Majorly, it's used for relationship building. And also for Snapchat, majorly for people in their teens. You find most of people, you want to reach out to teens, you go on Snapchat between the ages of 13 and 17 and 25 to 34. You want to create some sort of silly content, feel good content, trends, and all of that. Make use of Snapchat for video ads, for location-based marketing, and then for app marketing. And you can really make use of it for building relationship. Now, content creation tips. You can learn how to make use of Canva, how to make use of CapCut, or InShot for do-it-yourself graphics videos. I know you would have seen people who do like vlog and say, oh, one day in my life without using my smartphone. And then they are just talking, they are just reacting, they're just doing a lot of things. Or they are saying, oh, a date with myself. And they are showing videos of food, the video of the restaurant, they're showing video of the person that came to serve, they are showing videos of things that are happening around. Those people just create different videos, join together, do a kind of voiceover, and then people watch them. People watch them a lot. Okay, you can shoot using natural light. You can also get a ring light. You can make use of subtitles for your video. Keep your text very punchy, catchy, and then tell stories. There is this quote by Sprout Social that said, post with faces get 38% more likes. 38% more likes. I remember I gave this assignment to my students that, oh, they should actually make a post either on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn on their experience in the first EDP 121 class using one of their very nice pictures. And many of them got engagements. Very, very interesting. Very, very amazing. Now, what's the growth strategy? What is the way to really grow online? You can make use of hashtags smartly. Just do a research on Google on tools to get the best hashtags today. All right, to get the best hashtag. You can also collaborate with nano influencers. Like maybe you have friends that have more followers than you. You can collaborate with them. You can encourage them to share about your product. You can tell them to announce your account. Engage with comments and DMs. When people DM you as an entrepreneur, you respond to them. When people send comments, you respond, you react. You can also run social media ads with shoelace budget, like 1,500 naira per day. You can run ads that would reach, like, for about 4-5, you can reach about 50,000 people. All right, and also analyze your work, check them up, check them out, and then look out for those things again and again. Now, let me look at the example of how Kuda grew. Kuda actually came up. Kuda is a microfinance bank. They don't have a big physical office. They run everything digitally, okay? And you can see their app online. Now, they had a target. Their target audience were Gen Zs and millennials. Gen Zs and millennials. And then they started doing a lot of push on Twitter and Instagram. They were pushing on Twitter and Instagram, creating stories, reacting to people. They started creating memes, putting out a lot of valuable posts. And they had very nice prompt customer response. And they created some sort of user-generated content, like the things the users were sharing about them. They started pushing them out more and more. And what was their result? In the space of 1 year, they had over 1 million downloads of their app, which means they had about 1 million customers that started using their platform. That's really amazing. What are common mistakes you need to avoid? Inconsistent posts. Don't post once in 2 weeks. You are just starting. At least for somebody who wants to grow online as an entrepreneur, as a startup, you post at least 3 times in a week. In fact, 3 times in a week is even small, but I'm just saying maybe you get so busy 3 times in a week. Avoid poor quality visuals. Like some of the students, I saw some of the pictures they were sharing. Some of them were blurred, some of them were not so nice, some of them were not so excellent. People will judge you by your pictures. Okay, maybe some of you watching this right now, you need to go and edit that post and then change the picture you use. Don't ignore audience feedback. Maybe they told you feedback on, oh, this thing you shared, this thing look like AI generated. You need to go again and go and readjust your post. Don't try to sell too early. Tell stories. Show valuable things, tell them lessons, give them feedback on things happening in the industry, tell them about new things that are going on. Don't try to sell. Mistakes people make is they try to sell all the time. They want to sell. And then another mistake is not tracking your performance, not tracking your performance. So you're trying to run, and then you don't even try to track your performance. You just go ahead and then you're just posting and just posting and just posting. You should try to track your performance. Try to always track your performance. Very, very, very important. You just see people, oh, I'm posting, they post. So how many times you don't post today in Kechi? In Kechi, I don't post plenty time. I not go back to check. What are people liking? How many people are able to, okay, how many people visited? How many people view my post? You are able to track per time. That's how you begin to build the interest to improve and get better with your online learning. Practical assignment that you guys have to do right now. Number one, you have to go and choose a business idea. Choose a business idea. Just decide, all right, what business can I look out for? Choose a business idea, look out for something, and then define your target audience. Just say target audience, build a persona, find out who they are, find out where they reside, find out their psychographics, their demography, look out for them. How do they think? How do they reason? What's their earning capacity? How much do they have? Then secondly, choose one platform to focus on based on your kind of audience, based on your kind of business. Then you say what kind of platform you want to focus on. And then number three, create a 7-day content plan. So 7 days from maybe Monday to Monday, or from Wednesday to Tuesday, from Monday to Sunday. Okay, day one, I'm going to post this. I'm going to make it maybe a video. I'm going to talk about this. And then you are going to present your strategy before the next class. All right, I want to be sure. I hope you got value. I hope this made sense. I hope this made sense. So this is going to be our first class on the use of social media for entrepreneurial marketing. It's nice to do this with you. In the next class, we'll be talking about content strategy. How do you create a content strategy? So guys, please do well to like this video so that you will get more as my sessions come and I begin to share on a number of these things. You'll be amidst the first set of people that watch it, that see it, and then that comment on it. Please do well to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and also share the link of this video with your friends. How to use social media for entrepreneurial marketing. Thank you so much, Faith Amawelko. It was expository. Thank you so much. That was so nice to see. Thank you so much. Please do well to share with your friends, and feel free to drop comments. If you have questions or there are other kind of videos you want me to do, there are other things around social media for entrepreneurial marketing you want me to explain, just drop in the comment section. I will go back to them, I will see them, and I may just be coming back on your faces to explain them and to talk about them. Till I come your way again, keep using social media wisely, keep changing your life with them, stop being a consumer, build a strategy with which you want to earn online. Let every post count. So I come your way again, keep being phenomenal, keep being exceptional, keep changing your life, and keep being the best version of yourself. Cheers. Bye-bye.